This is the video 2 on Walker Maths. Well, in the last video, I have covered up to this. Now, okay, so number 1D. A block of wood in the shape of a cuboid has the measurements shown in the diagram, and these are the three measurements. First thing we got to do is write an expression. So writing an expression is one of the skills. Now we got to understand what is the meaning of edges. In a cuboid, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so that many edges. And now I have to add all of them together. This is going to be time consuming, so what I'm going to do, I'll pause and do the some part of calculation, come back now. I thought it's going to be so many x's and numbers. Okay, so there are 4 lots of 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1. So 4 lots of those, plus 4 lots of 3x minus 1. So those are 3x minus 1s. So there are 4 of those. And then I'm adding 4 lots of those vertical ones, which are 2.5. Now I'm going to expand and simplify. 8x plus 4 plus 12x minus 4 plus 4 lots of 2.5. So will be, I think, 10, right? Now I have to simplify that expression. 8x plus 12x is 20x, so that gives you 20x, and this 4 and 4 cancels out, plus 10. Alright, let me check after I pause. I want to make sure it's right. Okay, so good. 20x plus 10 seems to be alright. Point it out if I made a mistake. I'll do the correction later on. Okay, so this is the expression for the sum of all the edges of the cuboid. So sum of all the edges of the cuboid. You need to write it nicely. Okay, so it's your task. You are going to fix it later on. I will hurry. Next one. If the volume of the block is 140 cubic centimeter, calculate the value of x. So now I have to take the volume of this, which is 3x minus 1, times it by 2x plus 1, times it by 2.5. Okay, now I have to do the expanding. Okay, I've found still some of the students are struggling with the expanding. So you go 3x minus 1, pretty basic sort of multiplication table, and that makes it easier. So 3x times 2x is 6x squared, and that'll be negative 2x, and that'll give me 3x, and these two will give me negative 1. If I add them together, that gives you only x, so a simplified version will be 6x squared plus x minus 1, and should be multiplied by 2.5. Now, is that all they want? Maybe a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little bit simpler for me. 2.5 is written as 2.5. If you are uncomfortable with that, don't try it, because in our days we used to do lots of calculation with mixed number. That'll give you 5/2. So okay, so 30x squared plus 5x minus 5/2. Does it make it a little bit simpler? Well, I'll leave it like that, and I'll leave it to my young students to check my final result and come back, or maybe I'll double check with the answer later on. Okay, let me see if I can do question 2. Question 2, find the value of 3x to the power 4, x to the power 4 minus 5x minus 4 if x equals negative 2. This is the substitution one, and we have done so many in the classroom. So that'll give me 3 lots of, got to be careful with the negative 2. Negative 2 is problematic, remember that. 5 times negative 2. See that? I enclose the negative numbers with the brackets to safeguard it, so that I don't make a mistake. And I'm going to do the rough calculation. Negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. That'll give you positive answer. It's an even index. That'll be 16. So it will be positive 16. And negative times another negative will give you positive 10 minus 4. That'll give me 48 plus 10 minus 4. Remember, I have been following all the rules of arithmetic, which is BEDMAS and all kinds of, So remember those, please. 58 minus 4. That'll give you 54. I hope I got it right. I'll leave it to my young students to double check. Let me see. I'll come back with the next question in the next video.